Hello, MacNut here for Teaching Mac and TeachingMac.com. I'm starting a new some new video tutorials about learning your Mac. So many people, of course, are switching over to Mac, and that's a wonderful thing as far as I'm concerned. I've been with Mac for 5 or 6 years now, and we love it, and wish I would have switched over earlier. But so many people are switching over to Mac, and so I wanted to do a series of tutorials starting off with the basics right now and then later moving up to intermediate and then some advanced things. But just really learning your Mac, learning your machine so that you will be able to make the most use of it. So many people I know have spent maybe just several hundred, but sometimes $1,500, $2,000 for a nice machine, nice computer, and you know what they're doing with it? They're just doing email and they're surfing the web. That's all they're doing. And there's so many other things you can do. You can see down here on my dock there's a lot of applications, and in my applications folder I have a lot more. I've cleaned it up, but there's still a lot of things on there and so many more things I'd like to be able to do and have. But yeah, I want you to be able to know your computer from day one and begin to learn it, and because I firmly believe if you learn it, you'll love it. And the Mac, of course, is a wonderful machine. So I'm starting these tutorials to be able to help you to learn your Mac, to know it inside and out. And so if you're an advanced user, you've had your Mac for several years, some of the things in the basics section of the videos that I'm going to be doing you'll already know. So you may want to go to TeachingMac.com and look at some of the intermediate videos, some of the advanced videos, and you can probably learn some things there. Now right now it's January of 2010, and if you went to TeachingMac.com right now, there wouldn't be much there for you to see. So, but in time they will be very populated with videos, tutorials, with PDFs, with links and helps for all kinds of things. And so I want to start off today though with just helping you with some things, teaching you some things about the computer. Of course, you got it out, you turned it on, you registered, you did all those things that you normally do when you get a new computer, and then you came to this screen right here and you don't know what to do now. You know, you've got some things down on your dock down here, several things, not as many as I have here, and you just don't know where to go. Well, I want to be able to teach you and help you with some things. And so usually when you first get a computer, you like to kind of set it up the way you like it to look, get your background the way you want it to be, get your screensaver. And one of the things that you would do on your Mac is get your dock in order. And that's what I want to talk to you about today is your dock. And so the first thing you'll want to do is come over here to System Preferences right here, and you'll want to click that. And then you'll come up to where it says Personal, and there's three icons over. It says Dock. You'll want to click on that, and that's going to bring you up to this screen here where you see several options you have for your dock. And the very first one says Size, and it says Small and Large, and you can decide if you want to have a small dock or a large dock. It's really up to you. And by having it down here, it kind of keeps it out of the way a little bit, but at the same time it's very, very small, and you have a difficult time seeing what you have there. You'll have to go down into it like this all the time and be able to look at your icons as they magnify. And we're going to talk about magnification in just a minute, but I like to keep my dock to where I can see it like this all the time. And so really it's whatever you want to do. And truthfully, everything that we're going to look at right here under the dock is really all just preference. There's nothing right or wrong. It's just however you want to do it. So the next section is magnification right here, and you see the box is checked. And so if we go down to the bottom here and I look at one of these icons, I put my cursor over it, it really jumps out. You see that? And all of them will do that. They really just jump out at you. And I don't like that too much. It just kind of too much in your face like that, you know, boom, right there. So I like to slide it down here like this, somewhere in the middle, just where it kind of jumps out a little bit at you, and it just kind of emphasizes that icon a little bit more than just when it's like that. And so really whatever you want to do though. So but if you click the box to not have the magnification when you go over it, it just kind of gives you the name of it. It doesn't move, doesn't enlarge or anything like that. And so I like to have that like that though. Then the next thing is the position of the screen. You have left, bottom, or right. Of course I have mine at the bottom, but you can choose to have it over here like this on the left or over on the right. This way here I probably like it the least. mainly because I have icons over here on the right, and that's where I try to keep a lot of my stuff over here on the right hand side. And let's say you're gonna, you want to go into Safari, and you could very easily, when you're trying to click Safari, you could very easily miss it and click here. And so mainly, and I've done it before, so mainly I don't like it over there on the right. I had it over here on the left. But my dock became very crowded very fast because of the things I was adding here, all the different applications, and my icons began to get smaller. And so really I went to the bottom just because they're larger on the bottom, and you can see them a little better, mainly because the way your screen is, the distance from here all the way over to here is much more distance than from here to here. And so I'm going to click on like the left button, and you can look at the icons now, see the size of them, and now they're a lot smaller because they're on the left. They're all kind of crunched in a little more because there's less screen space for them to be. So I like it right there on the bottom. But once again, if you want to have it on the left or right, that's up to you. Whatever floats your boat, that's fine with me. And then the next thing is, it says minimize using. It's got two sections here under. It says Genie Effect and Scale Effect, and I have the Genie Effect chosen right there. Let's just open up something here, just a blank document like that, and we'll move this over and just kind of give you the idea here what the Genie Effect is. When you minimize this window here, it's going to shrink down to the right, but it's going to have an effect to it. It's going to kind of, you'll see here, let me show you. I'll click the minimize button, and it kind of shrinks down like it kind of squashes itself down into that small spot there like that. You see, it's kind of a neat effect, but that's what the Genie Effect is. If you don't want that, you can go to Scale Effect, and when you click the minimize button this time, it's going to just kind of shrink down like that, just kind of big to little. And so I think actually this is faster, but really you're only saving what, like, a couple milliseconds or whatever. But if it's that important to you, you go ahead and do it, and that's fine. Once again, whatever works for you. One thing I kind of noticed, I'll share this, was when you're when you're in the Genie Effect, you have the Genie Effect chosen, and if you click on the yellow button, but before you do, you push down the Shift button, and then click, it'll shrink down really slow like this here, and it's really kind of a neat little option, little thing to do. And once again, when you open it, you push the Shift button and click, it'll open really slow. And you say to yourself, well, what good is that? I mean, why do you want to know that or whatever? But truthfully, there's no reason. There's no reason at all. It's just something kind of neat that I found along the way, and but just thought I'd share it with you since we were doing that right now. And the next thing underneath this is, of course, it says animate opening applications, and that's checked. And what that means is when you open an application down here on the dock, it will animate. Now that's not going to do backflips and twists and turns like that, but what it'll do is this. I'll click and it'll bounce like that. And if that application took longer to open, you would see it bouncing for 6 or 7 times. It'll just bounce up and down, letting you know that it's working on it. And but if I click that to not animate the opening applications, then when I click it, it will do nothing. Now it's opening. There it goes. It's opening, but it does not animate or show you anything. The only thing it does do is it has a little light here underneath, and it shows you that it's opening. I'll do it one more time. You see the light there, and that's showing you that it is opening up at the time of you clicking it. But I like to have it animate, so we'll keep that like that. And the last thing there underneath that says automatically hide and show the dock. And if I click this, you'll notice my dock disappears like that. And you think, where did it go? How do I get it back or whatever? Especially if this window was closed, how would you get it back? You just go down and it pops back up. You just go down there and it pops back up like that, and you can do what you want. So if you want to have your whole screen to be able to show things or whatever, it's kind of, your dock, you feel like it's in the way, then you can kind of get rid of it like that. But I like to have it up there so I can see it. So that's some things about the dock. I'll share some other things with you in the next video, but I was glad to be here with you today. Glad you watched the video. Subscribe, look over on the sidebar, and I'll have a link there for Teaching Mac. Go there. There's going to be a lot of things there for you available. So thank you so much, and hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.